A thread by Soul War. Portland, Oregon. Day 48 of rioting. Does Antifa still own the night? Although mostly leaderless, the answer is yes. Antifa still pretty much does what they want, harassing motorists, building blockades in the streets, setting illegal fires, and assaulting people. Antifa is used to having its way now. Weeks of being able to destroy and riot at will. Anyone arrested is usually quickly released. The mayor and the city council are complicit in the chaos. Since the number of rioters is actually small, they keep releasing them fast to keep the chaos going. This is not hyperbole. Mayor Ted Wheeler is incensed the U.S. Marshals AG Barr sent to Portland are now challenging the chaos and restoring order. You read that right. The mayor is upset. Order is attempted. Mayor Ted Wheeler tweets, "The best thing they can do is stay inside their building or leave Portland altogether. Our goal is to end these violent demonstrations quickly and safely, and in the meantime, I asked him to clean up the graffiti on local federal facilities." That's right. He wants the marshals to stop challenging Antifa running amok and challenging his collusion in allowing it, may I add. Well, if tonight was any indicator, Mayor Wheeler is going to be disappointed. The marshals are now pushing back against Antifa. Tonight, about 40 United States Marshals in two groups moved on foot and in vehicles to push and roust Antifa from their usual nightly antics. Their street barricades, set up from anything they can grab, were cleared and the material comprising it thrown off an embankment. Group 2 did this as Group number 1 confronted the mob. The marshals calmly take incredible levels of hate and venom from the Antifa punks who are, after years of Antifa activity and never being held accountable, utterly fearless. A lot of very dark street theater takes place. When the mob realizes that their barricades, which allows them to control traffic and harass motorists, had been cleared, they self-righteously set about rebuilding them again, all while chanting slogans mindlessly. A, C, A, B, all cops are bastards. They think they're winning. Around 3:30 a.m., the marshals suddenly returned. Again, two groups. This time, they don't bother with the barricades. They confront and push Antifa away from the Park and Justice Complex. They use tear gas and pepper balls to force Antifa over a full block. Antifa screams, enraged. Antifa try to provoke the marshals by kicking sputtering gas grenades back at them. The marshals just wait for the cloud to push Antifa back, then move forward calmly and in force. I saw no arrests, but this was only one group. The marshals then retired to the courthouse. After the doors shut, I heard several Antifa, including the cameraman, laugh and say, "Well, that was pointless." They're idiots. They're showing Mayor Ted Wheeler and his brown shirts that the law still matters in Portland, even if the city has abandoned its duty to enforce it. The completely legal enforcement of a mask law would stop all this. As I note, removal of masks law. As I note, several cities are now requiring their residents to wear a mask for the shamdemic. Note, all the Democrat mayors and governors are angry. Federal teams are in their cities trying to restore order. As they stand their police down and refuse to activate their National Guard, their message is implicit. Vote Trump out, and the pain, chaos, destruction of your miserable little lives will cease. Keep him in office, and this will be your future. Portland is getting what it deserves. Good and hard. Sad, but true. They voted these absolute loons into office. They have the authority to do what they're doing. But what they're doing is not sustainable. Turning Portland into a lawless shithole has consequences. New York City under de Blasio, Chicago under Lightfoot, Portland under Wheeler. All three are turning into lawless wastelands at their direction. President Trump is protecting federal property and lives when he can, but he's not a king. President Trump's going to use what the Dems have wrought against them. As the stark contrast between red and blue run cities grows apace, he's going to start going to and rallying in those cities. I kid you not. He's going to steal every sane voter fed up with what's happening. Antifa is playing stupid games with U.S. federal marshals who are preparing for the day they get to hand these spoiled, violent punks their stupid prizes. While the idiot Antifa were confronting one team, the other went to specific tents in the park to collect evidence. As for these mayors deliberately making their cities ungovernable, President Trump's reelection will spell the end of that ability. Oh, yes, their cities will riot like mad. Then Trump, with the full approval of Americans, will unleash hell right back on them. As the MSM, mainstream media, gaslights you like mad, know you are witnessing the last gasping death throes of a structure, a world these elites created they thought was untouchable. They wanted all or nothing. Trump will deservedly leave them nothing, having won the soul war.